With the webs I'm weaving, I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em. If you take off the cast, you can see all the healing. If the pain's in the past, move on from the grave and put your foot on the gas. No, never stop competing, yeah. I've been doing this, I'm on it. I just wanna be iconic. Sipping on a gin and tonic, got me going off when I'm on this topic, yeah. If I ever play, I want it. You know that I'm always honest. Stay away from those who are toxic. Keep them out your face, no way, you don't want it.
Alright, we're gonna hit the highway again. Just wanted you to see a little old logging town. Oh boy, I'm getting the vibe to keep going straight, so video not over. Hold on, let's see what's over here. Oh my god. See, you gotta follow your intuition. Look at this. Cuteness. Look, it's another green bridge. Ooh, I think that's the Eel River. I'm not gonna move the camera. It's never good. So this must be Rio Del, yeah. Speed limit, 25. How adorable. Sporting goods, fishing, logging stores.
From the grave and put your foot on the gas. No, never stop competing, yeah.
The cheapest I could find. I only got $35 last week when it was $4.80. One thing I started doing about a month ago was actually locking up my my cap here. So I thought that's really good for Armageddon. Well, now for sure, if you have the ability to lock up your cap, definitely do it. Ta-da! No one's taking my expensive gas.
Hey everyone, I'm just here in the sewing studio organizing some lace and some trim. And I'm basically going to tackle this entire project here, all of these containers of different kinds of things. Wow, the amount of stuff that gets thrown away around here is crazy. All of this cotton fabric here, new, adorable. I'm going to make a dress out of that, part of a dress. And then the legacy of the mask era, the initial mask run, they were doing a bunch of them. And obviously I do patchwork, and these are patches. So obviously I got them out of the trash. Wow. Oh, and there's this too. All of this fabric. I don't want them to go into the landfill. I know I can do something with them. Just found this. This is so soft for hats. Oh my god. My goal is turning from creating beautiful things to just trying to save all the fabric in the world. Oh my god, I never showed you. Well, I showed you. I did a bunch of videos on my old camera, but it didn't work out. So this gal over here makes kids' clothes, as you can see there, and it made a whole video about this called The Evolution of the Hat. So this gal over here is generating all of these scraps from her handmade kids' clothes, like lots and lots and lots of scraps. Let me show you. Just from her scrap container, I ended up getting all of these fabrics that I used for making the little hats. And it's this stretchy jersey material, which is exactly what I was working with at the moment. I just pulled out all of my t-shirt fabrics to make t-shirt hats. And right at that moment, she was like, yo, I have all this fabric all the time that you can have the pieces of. Unbelievable. So this entire thing is filled with fabric. Whole big pieces of fabric that she can't use. Brand new, high-end, pretty much high-end fabric. A lot of the patterns are kids' patterns, you know, but some of them are just adorable bears fishing and mushrooms with little gnomes. Look at this octopus fabric. Oh, excuse me. Here's a whole nother container of just fabrics. We got deers. We got trees. There's a bunch of like crazy floral patterns. I mean, these are just perfect for my hats. All of that fabric I showed you, plus most of this here was from her. And even like this piece here, this big giant piece of fabric. Actually, the first thing I found was I went back to the trash to dump something and all of this was in there. All of this fabric. The whole thing's just filled to the brim with these strips of all different kinds of fabric. And I started making hats with that. Here's the other gnome fabric I got. It's just watering the plants and like doing little gnome stuff. There's a bunch of fabric here. I'm drowning in fabric. So you can see I just got a boatload of fabric. All of this is essentially trash, or would be, if I'm pretty well stocked up for a while. So here's my breakfast. It's forming. It starts out with like, I'll just have a banana. And then I'm like, well, there's those oranges I need to eat. And then I'm like, well, let's just put them in a bowl together. That'll be fun. And then I'm like, well, I do have that almond butter there. That's what that spoon is, almond butter. And then I'm like, well, why don't I just put some carrot powder on there, which is what's the brown on top. And then I just realized I also have some cinnamon. Well, why don't we just do a little cinnamon on there? And it's like, if I had yogurt or kefir, I'd probably put some of that on there. If I had some steak, I might even drop that on there. Sure, it's not so pretty right here, but look at that giant end-to-end rainbow there. Can you see it? Wow. See that rainbow? About halfway through my Finnish hot tub here. Oh. Oh, it's wonderful. You can see all the steam coming off. There's the shower. Ooh. Every time I come here, which is 3 times now, I think, no, I'm coming here every week, and then I don't again. Well, it's actually hard to get in here. It's usually all booked up. It's only $12 for a half hour, and it's a cool, breezy day today. It's perfect. There'll be time for my dreadlocks to dry. Just wanted to share a little bit of this with you guys. Not too much, though.
If you take off the cast, you can see all the healing. If the pain's in the